Let's go. Hi everybody, welcome to Endure the Bloom. I am Greg. I have lived all my life and basically wung it. Meaning, I've never been a scheduled person, and it shows. It shows. I can see it in my daily life that it is in need. Over the last 5 weeks, I've been focusing so much time on YouTube and in front of the screen, lots of editing. I've been missing the important things like going for walks, going for bike rides, and I found myself complaining of these things in the videos. And complaining is not acceptable to me. I feel that if you're complaining about anything that's in your control, you should just shut up and change it. I've complained for way too long, and now I'm taking those steps in my life to make those changes permanent, comfortable, and progressive. Never living on a routine. It's been tough. I love having time for me that I know is specifically for me and anything I want to do. I love that. Why don't I have that? Or more appropriately, why don't I believe I have that? Because of course there's that saying that every human on the planet has the same amount of time in their day. And yet, what do we accomplish? So, I have started working out. I have started scheduling time to read, to do personal writing. I've been writing since I've been 18 years old. I've wanted to write a novel. I have not yet. It's just a classic writer's story. But a lot of why I haven't is because I haven't scheduled the time for me. Everybody else and everything else took up my time from me. And now I just find it not acceptable. It's not that there's been any really big changes in my life. It's kind of evolved to this point. But it's not acceptable for me to say, oh, I wish I had more time, or I wish I had done this. And I'm applying myself. I'm finding it so tough. The balance. I'd recognize that I'm front-loading so much time into the YouTube channel that I let my own daily routine just slip away. Again, it's unacceptable. I ended up getting out yesterday and doing some yard work. I cut the grass in the front and the back. I did some weed trimming and I did some leaf blowing. I felt better. But it really, really sent home the message that I have to maintain balance in my life. How do I expect to make progress if I can't stay in balance? I rode a bike here today. If my bike wheels were out of balance, it would make for a difficult time getting here, and I wouldn't enjoy riding my bike as much as I do. Well, same goes for my life. I enjoy my daily life. At least I tell myself that. See, I don't have a daily routine and I don't have a schedule set just yet. I will by the end of the day. And yet I tell myself that I am fine. I enjoy my life. And actually I do. Sort of. I do enjoy my life. There's just a lot missing from it that I want in my life. I want my reading time. I want my writing time. I want to be able to journal. I want to woodwork and do projects. I want to better strategically plan my future, and in that, set up all of the things that I need to accomplish to make that journey as smooth as possible. It's not going to get done without a schedule. It's not going to get done without adapting and installing some really sound routine to my life. And so I'm excited. I will be adding working out, morning walks, writing, reading, journaling time, personal time for myself, to just get away, come to a place like this, breathe, and meditate, and do whatever I want, get lost in thought. I think the trouble has been with willpower. Making a schedule, easy. Even building a routine, it's easy. You just do the same thing over and over. It's not so easy for me. My mind does get distracted easily. And so it's difficult at times to stay on track. I don't always catch myself when I'm distracted. Sadly, that's a part of the switching and the issues that I deal with my DID. It doesn't make it impossible. It's just a little tougher. I want a feeling of comfort and fluidity that doesn't feel restrictive or controlled. That's what I'm looking for in my schedule. That's what I'm looking for in my daily routines. Is something that's comfortable, because living my entire life so far without a schedule, without a routine, has made me closed off to the idea that my way is better. But it's clearly not, because I'm wanting change here halfway through my life. Most of the battles always happen inside my mind. When it's time to do something on a schedule, I combat myself. I don't want to do that right now. I'll do it later. What are you going to do right now? You're going to take something from later and do it now? That's what I ask myself. Just want to relax right now. I think I just need that. That mentality is flawed. It's okay to take time for myself, but not when I'm supposed to be doing something else. It's simple to me. If I have something to do it in the time that I have allotted. I've been focused more on conflicting with myself, fighting, putting up an argument, a debate, rationalizing, making excuses, justifying. There are so many ways to get out of a schedule or something that you have to do. I don't want to have conflict over what I want to do and what I don't want to do. If it's on my schedule, I recognize that I want to do that. I recognize that it's going to be a passion or it's going to be a project. Sometimes I don't like to do projects. Sometimes I love to do them. If I do the things I need to do, I end up opening up so much time for myself. I stop procrastinating. I stop putting things off. I stop not having enough time. I'm excited to go home now and work on my schedule, work on my new routine, and I will definitely be updating you and letting you know how that's going for me. Working off a schedule and having a routine is what I should be doing. It's not restrictive, it's not controlling. If anything, it's opening up more time for me. More time to learn, more time to grow, more time to do. Creating excuses is unacceptable. Rationalizing, trying to create conflict within myself to do something else when it's not what I should be doing, it's unacceptable. Understanding the changes that I'm making, physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional. Physically, I'm going to eat better, drink more water. I'm going to work out, and I am going to go to bed at a good time to be able to get consistent sleep. On the mental side, I really am going to start practicing focus, keeping away from distractions, just staying in my zone. Do it, finish it, be done with it. And that's what I need. I need to maintain focus. I think meditation and slowing down my life will really help me. I think those are going to be key for my mental part of this in creating schedules and routines. Then there's the emotional side. And I need to stop looking at tasks and projects and things that I put on my schedules as negatives. Working out is, I'm gonna have the pain in my abs again, yeah. Doing yard work, yeah. These are all things, normal life. We have to do them. There are no excuses to not. And so I'm gonna look at these tasks as, thank goodness I have the opportunity, that I'm well enough, I'm blessed enough that I can do these tasks and get them done. And then just do them. And use the mental strength to not get distracted, and use the physical strength to make sure that I can get this through completion and not draw too much energy from myself. And lastly, there's the spiritual side. And this is an important one too, because if I'm getting everything I need physically and mentally I'm applying myself, and emotionally I feel positive about the things that I'm doing, and it's going to reinforce this repetitious lifestyle. And that's what I'm excited about. When all of those other things are working on the spiritual side, it is about knowing that what's on my schedule and the things that I do in my routines are all pieces of a puzzle to provide me the best future possible. Having the mentality of doing what I'm supposed to do is not always the best for me. It doesn't always work. I am a giver, and so if I take the tasks that I have to do for myself and tag them with a benefit for my future, whether it's for me or for my wife or for my family that is coming, these make me feel good inside. These lift my spirits, and I feel that the reward for completing a task or a project, knowing that it's going to benefit my life better, that mentality actually works for me. More than, come on, buckle up, Greg, do what you're supposed to do, you know better. That kind of just doesn't feel so nice. And so I'm going to adapt positivity, knowing that the difficulties that I encounter are going to give me the reward in the end. I'm sure of it. Well, I have to get going. It is getting too loud, and I've been talking for far too long. If you are at a point where you're trying to adapt or build a schedule and adapt a routine in your life because you feel like you just don't have control over making permanent changes, go back to the basics. I always find that the basics are the best. Food, water, rest for the body. Focus on puzzles. Learn how to stay engaged in something for longer and longer time periods. Test yourself. Mark your time. How long can you stay doing one certain thing? Maybe just keep reading and don't stop. If you get distracted, stop the clock, see how long you read. And then next time, try to go again. When you hear those distractions, just try to tune them out, shut them out. Stay on your task. These are all things I'm going to apply now. Emotionally, I'm going to look at everything as a positive. Why not? It is, until I make it a negative. And lastly, on the spiritual side, my soul's side, I'm going to make sure that I recognize the benefits that these things are going to give to me, that these changes, these tasks on my schedule, I'm going to make sure that I place next to them what benefits they're going to give me. More sleep is going to give me more energy. More reading is going to give me more education, more competency. Abiding by my schedule, creating new routines is going to open up way more time to enjoy more of the world that I really desire to live in. I'm set to go make my schedule and start my new routine life. I hope you are. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I am so excited to also let you know that in my scheduling and in my building new routines, I'm planning on having more time to create more content for everyone. If life is crazy where you are right now, on the outside or on the inside, stay strong, stay safe, stay smiling, endure the bloom. Go and have an amazing, fabulous week, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye. Meaning, I've never been a schedule person, or I've never been a routine type person.